Hey everybody, welcome back. Brent's Backyard Redneckery. A couple of weeks ago I decided to make a banana hot sauce. Using my Fatales, we fermented these things. So today we're going to look in on this and see how everything turned out. So get ready. I'll tell you what you need to do. Let's get into it. First thing we're going to do here, I'm going to reach in and get this weight out. The jar I had in there ended up not holding everything down. So I had to fill up this cup with water to hold it in place. All right, so now we're going to take our juices that are there and we're just going to pour that out into a larger bowl. Then we're going to pull this bag out and we're going to blend all that up. And then we'll add some of this and some vinegar to this to get it all completed. But first step here, we're going to put all these goodies, bananas, peppers, onion, garlic. Dump that out in here. Since it's been fermenting for a couple of weeks, it should be pretty easy to smooth it all out. And take it and just pulse it up. And then I'll add some of the juice in there to get it a little bit smoother. But yeah, we're going to use 1 cup of this stuff. And then 1 cup of vinegar. And then we'll cook it down till we get this consistency that we want. Now I've got it at that point, I'm going to put it in my other food processor to smooth it out even more, adding the vinegar as we go. Okay, so what we'll do now is just pour in a little bit at a time. Try not to make too big of a mess there, dummy. Like that. Oops. Yep, that doesn't pour too well. Maybe I should scoop it out and let it pour a little bit more quickly. Like so. There we go. That's a little better. Alright, so what we'll do is do this in little short batches just to smooth it out a little bit more, and then we're going to put it in our little pan and heat it up till we get it to the point that the liquid we have it is the right amount of liquid that we want for our thickness, and then we'll get it canned up. We'll just keep doing that until I get it as smooth as I want. Then I'll put in my 1 cup of vinegar as we cook it down. We'll go ahead and put in our 3/4 cup of vinegar, just enough to top it off. Perfect. So as I'm looking at this right now, it kind of looks like creamed corn. So right now I'm just going to let this cook on a low simmer for probably 30 minutes or so. And then we'll check back in on it and see how it's looking at that point. Right now I can definitely smell the banana. I can't really taste it, but we shall see once all the vinegar has mixed everything together along with all the peppers and onions and stuff. So we'll find out. Okay, so I've got the 1 cup of vinegar in. We're going to put this on a medium-low heat, about number 3 on my electric oven top here. I'm going to let this simmer for about 30 minutes and check back in on it and see how it looks. So we've been going for about 20 minutes. I had to lower the heat because it started popping and spitting everywhere. But I did add 4 tablespoons of turbinado sugar to bring out some of that banana a little bit more. And that has actually made it right where I want it to be. So now I'm just going to let this cook down just a little bit more. Not a whole lot because it's almost the thickness I like. And then I'll get this in jars and get it canned. If you like a thinner sauce, you can see these chunks that are in here. You can actually take this and pour it through a wire mesh sieve and get out a lot more of those chunks, and you can have a thinner sauce if you like it that way. So here's what I'm going to do. For one of these, I'm going to pour it into this bottle. You can see what it's looking like there. I think that's going to be a good pourable hot sauce. Rest of it I'm going to can because 1, I ran out of bottles. 2, I ran out of bottles. So I'm going to put it all in jars and I'm going to water bath can it. And then once it's been water bath canned, it'll last me a little while longer. And once I get my bottles, I'll be able to put it all in the bottles and then give it away for gifts and whoever wants some hot sauce. So I'll go ahead and knock that out and we'll be done. Make sure, like with any other canning, that you sterilize your jars before you put anything in them and leave a little bit of headspace so that whenever you cook it, it doesn't blow out the jar. And then we can get a good seal. I usually keep mine to right around there on whatever size jar I use. So I'll go ahead and fill these up. We'll call it a day. All right, that wraps up another episode of Brent's Backyard Redneckery. You know, I've learned something with the fermenting of a hot sauce. It's nowhere near as, I don't know, sweet, I guess. Even though you do put a little bit of sugar in it, the flavor is more garlic, more onion than it is any of the other things, though the banana is present enough to taste it, and the fatali is there as well. So it does turn out good enough to where I could use it on maybe chicken, maybe fries, things like that. I really wouldn't want to put this on anything super good, but it is tasty enough that you might want to give it a try just to see what you think about it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Come back next time. I'll tell you what you need to do. Y'all have a good one.